Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Childish Thoughts.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Childish Thoughts. You are with Stacy Edlund and James May. Today's episode is brought to you, as always, by NorthSpokaneApothecary.com. Go there for all your CBD needs, whether you need it, your pets need it. Just go there. 20% off if you use the code SPREADEAGLE. All right, James, what's up?
Well, I got some good news this week.
Tell me about it.
Unlike a lot of others,
Okay.
it sounds like Hugh Jackman's going to join the MCU.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm psyched, man.
Okay.
I've always wanted to see Wolverine, like, at least with, like, somebody other than an X-Men.
Okay, so I need to absorb some of this energy that you're giving off here. Why don't you, real quick, tell me why I should give a fuck about anything you just said?
Because, dude, because you don't want to feel like you lived under a rock. I mean, they're the highest grossing
But
movies
this never comes up unless
in
I'm
the
talking
last
to
decade.
you. Okay, I get that.
So you just like living in that bubble.
But they're super, what's the appeal? What's the appeal of the superheroes?
Because it teaches you good values.
Do you wish you were a superhero?
Yeah.
What superhero would you want to be and why? And or have you thought of your own superhero that maybe you would have? Like, what are your powers as your, like, what's your name? What's your alter ego? What does your costume look like?
All right, I haven't gone that far.
Well then, what the fuck are you doing?
The hero, if I was just like, you know, alternate reality,
Yeah.
thrown into a different dimension,
Okay.
I would choose to be the Flash.
Just running fast.
Dude, the Flash has some dope powers.
Does he?
Yeah, he go run through time. Like, he can phase
That would
through
be fun.
walls.
Back and
He
forth.
can run up walls.
Can he run back in time and forward in time? Or
Yeah,
just
he
backwards?
can get back. But one of the big storylines in
No,
that,
can he go from present to past, or just present to future, or both?
I believe both.
Okay. That would be
Maybe
dope.
just the past, though.
How far? Like years at a time, or just like minutes?
One of the big storylines is he goes back. Like, the reason he has so much, like, concern for others, he witnessed his mom being murdered.
As most
Growing up.
superheroes. But your mom didn't get murdered, so you'll never be a superhero.
I know, fuck.
And I don't think that you've played in any radioactive shit lately, have you? Been bitten by any weird
Spiders.
animals? Well, yeah, spiders, or like, I don't know, bed bugs,
No.
louse.
Toke snagged
Nice.
me the other day when I threw her toy.
Have you felt like a dog at all?
A little bit.
Did you have any radiation nearby when it happened?
Dude, I've been barking at my neighbors a lot.
It might be happening.
I mean, my pants came down in the middle of the bushes.
Yeah?
Yeah, the instincts are starting to take over.
Do you bring bags for yourself now everywhere you go?
2 bags every time I take Toke out.
Bags in one pocket, mask in the other, ready to take on the new world? Is that what you do?
Yep.
That's your thing?
Yep.
Good on you, bud.
But, yeah, no, dude, it's actually really exciting. I know you're not into the whole, like, comic book things.
Right. I do enjoy some of the movies. I mean, I like Deadpool. I watched Deadpool.
Okay,
haven't
you've seen
watched
both
any of
Deadpools,
the-
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've never...
Repeatedly.
Repeatedly. They're hilarious.
I made a Deadpool pumpkin this year. Did I tell you about that?
I saw it. I posted it on the roast comedy thing, and I was like, dude.
Did you post it on a roast comedy thing?
Yeah.
Am I not a part of this?
I invited
Are you
you.
talking shit?
Yeah.
Nice. Was everybody else talking shit?
No. I was like, yo, I call this like a bad attempt at a pumpkin.
It was haphazard at best. When you sit down and do the pumpkins, when you're just doing it with the kids and stuff and you don't really have your own motive, then yeah, I kind of rushed through it, but it still looked dope.
Dude, one time me and my girl made a Batman and a Wonder Woman.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkins. Like we each made our own. Like we were so competitive in our relationship that that we each got a pumpkin, and we were like, no, I'm gonna make the better one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's everybody's got that competition in them a little bit if you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
I mean, one person could be like, my pumpkin's gonna be better than yours, and you could be like, who gives a fuck?
But
Who gives a fark?
all right, but back to the whole Hugh Jackman thing.
Hugh Jackman. That just sounds like a dirty name to say.
Jackman, the magician.
It's like huge and Jackman all at the same time. It's just weird.
So what
For
they're
me.
gonna do is I'm sure you haven't seen the Doctor Strange movie.
I did see Doctor Strange.
Okay, they have
Big Benedict Cumberbatch fan.
Oh, you said it like me.
Well, that's how he says it.
Cumberbatch.
That's how he says it. It's a respectful way to say it.
Yeah. So in the second one, it's called the Multiverse of Madness.
Okay. I don't know if I saw the second.
No, it's not out.
Okay.
It's gonna be. They're
there's
filming
another
it
one.
right now.
Gotcha.
All right. So, and in that, they're gonna go throughout the multiverse.
Okay. So anything's possible.
Like any Marvel movie that's not connected to the MCU is in the cards.
They should like totally give a nod and make just like a little snippet where they run into like a live action Rick and Morty type situation
Oh,
in the multiverse.
that's actually the funnest part about this is some of the writers for Rick and Morty
Mm-hmm.
are writing for Doctor Strange too.
Well, because they're the best at multiverse.
Yeah, they've been
Fiction.
killing it, right?
Exactly.
So this is you're gonna enjoy this, all right? I know you don't know.
Surprise.
Push the microphone a little closer
Why?
because I
have
want
a booming-
everybody to
I have
hear
a
you.
booming voice.
I just want everybody to hear you.
I don't want to blow people out of their fucking freaking speakers.
Um,
I'm honestly
So-
trying not to say the F word too much.
me too. Me
It's
too.
not showing on
Uh,
my end. You're doing, I think, well.
I have
I haven't
one.
really listened to a single.
I got
you've
one
said.
F word.
Okay.
I got one F word.
All right. Well, let's keep it at that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do better.
So, but with this fucking thing, oh man,
What'd you do?
oh.
You had the opportunity and you just squashed it immediately. Why would you do such a thing?
For comedy.
I guess. It made me smile, which is really hard to do with my black dead soul.
So what they're gonna do though, and you're gonna really like this, is they're gonna pull Wolverine and Deadpool into the
No
MCU.
Okay, are they gonna fight?
I don't know that there's no details
There
on
has to
what
be.
happens, but it's gonna be like 10-minute cameo. But guess who stays?
Who?
Deadpool.
Deadpool stays?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool stays. So they have set us up with Hugh Jackman, which we've all wanted in the MCU for so long,
Some of us have. I could
and
guess.
they're gonna continue making Deadpools in the MCU.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, because it was never connected.
Oh. Well,
So-
the movies aren't they connected to the like
Not the X-Men ones.
The B-list ones?
The X-Men movies have nothing to do.
Oh, the X-Men.
Yeah, so that like you know how Deadpool's like connected straight to the X-Men universe.
Yes.
So this is the excuse to be able to let Ryan Reynolds continue being Deadpool, because Disney owns Fox now.
Oh, it's one of those things.
Well, where nobody would go see Deadpool if Ryan Reynolds wasn't Deadpool.
That's true.
Would you go? Like, as you just like,
No, he makes it. He does the. He does it.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else could do it right now.
No. How good
They'll
he
redo
did
it. They'll bring it back in like 15, 20 years, like they always do, and it'll be somebody new.
Well,
And
no,
it'll be a different thing.
he's actually signing a contract with Disney for that's bigger than the Robert Downey Jr. one for Deadpool.
Okay, I'm down.
No, I know you are. That's why I said I
I'll
think
watch
you're
any
gonna really
Deadpool that
like
comes
this.
out.
I think I was
I
like,
won't read the comics because I'm not a nerd,
fuck you.
but I'll watch the movies for sure.
I hate you. Oh, this is so childish.
But there's got to be some redeeming qualities to the Marvel that can maybe transpose over into real life. Do they like make statements in these movies?
I
know
don't.
a lot of
I
people
don't
make
care
statements
about that,
in their
man.
movies. They like try to drag politics into it. Does
I-
X-Men do that a lot?
X-Men is
Or
so
any of these
a lot
other
of characters.
nonsense characters you're talking about?
A lot of the characters are made to fight against oppression and lift up. Like,
Have you based any of your worldviews off of a Marvel movie, I guess is what I'm asking.
not the movies, but like throughout my nerdum,
Just like basic superhero philosophy.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, the reason, like, Batman, right? He's one of the most fucking brutal. He's one of the most brutal characters out there, right?
Yes.
But he always has the line of not killing, because if you kill, that makes you just as bad as them, and the point is not to be as bad as them.
Right. But Deadpool straight don't give a fuck.
Well, no, Deadpool's just funny. Like, don't get me wrong, Deadpool's a different
The way
type.
he kills people is just, it's exquisite.
It's artful.
Exquisite is what I would call it, but
It's exquisite art.
exquisitely artful.
Mm-hmm.
Artfully exquisite.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, but
Okay, yeah.
but like, so Captain America was basically made up as propaganda against the Nazis in World War II time.
Yeah.
X-Men is actually a dialogue on the civil rights, and X-Men are actually
I can see
supposed to be black people and also Jewish people.
Well, I'm sure they're all
So-
kind of represented in one way or another.
But Magneto is Malcolm X, and Professor X is Martin Luther King. And this is documented stuff. It's known, but that's what the X-Men is.
Aren't they rivals though?
Just like in history,
Malcolm X and
they
Martin
did
Luther
not get
King.
along. They were friends, but they had such different views on how to get it done.
I can see that.
Like Malcolm X wanted violence. He just wanted to take it. Martin Luther King wanted to talk. But at the end of the day, they were always friends.
Yeah.
Just like Magneto and Professor X. And like that's the basis of those two characters. So there's a lot that goes on in that in comics that you can just learn like good morals from. Like we were talking about the Flash, he went back in time and saved his mom from dying. It changed the whole universe. Butterfly effect.
Well, of course.
And
What a
then
great movie.
And then he had to go back and stop himself from stopping it and watch his mom die again.
Wow, that's fucked up.
And Barry Allen's just an inspiration of just doing the right thing, even though if it hurts.
Okay.
And he's kind of goofy.
Okay, maybe you're steering me towards maybe watching a couple of these lame ass superhero movies.
Okay. I mean, it's
Maybe.
better than the politics.
I mean, I'm gonna have to have a kid in the room so I don't feel like a complete. Just a complete.
That's what I do.
Do ya? You just grab kids at random. Like, come watch this movie with me so I don't feel weird.
Yeah, all the neighbor kids love me. Give them candy. They get to pet a dog.
Come to my apartment so I don't feel weird about watching X-Men for the 18th time.
Before anybody gets too much into this, I'm totally fucking kidding. I'm a nerd, and I will watch.
Freaking kidding.
That's
For those of you who can't see me because you're listening on Spotify, I'm shaking my head and I'm rolling my eyes at this guy. I'm trying now. I admitted my mistakes and I'm working hard. God dang it.
Okay, I'm gonna go. No,
Get the fuck back here.
Before you get any ideas, no. I love this stuff. It really sculpted like the character that I have in my life, and I just they just they teach doing right.
The good in the world.
Yeah, and then there's movies like The Joker, or Joker, that teach
Still
you.
haven't seen it. That's one I actually do want to see. I just haven't had the time for it. That's not true. I've had plenty of time for it.
You have. You just don't want to spend the money, probably.
No, I'm just stuck on other things. I'm catching up on old shows and rewatching other stuff, which is dumb.
Yep.
I get that. But at the same time, it still entertains me. Jesus. What is this? Is this the Joker? Redbox? Oh, Redbox.
They sell them for like $7 after they.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was Netflix. I'm like, how the fuck? When did Netflix stop delivering things? Yes, the Joker. Thank you.
Now it's more reason to watch it. I actually think it's one of my top 5 movies I've ever watched.
I've heard that it's amazing.
It is,
and I am looking forward to watching it.
So no, as you said that I couldn't let you leave this place without it, and now we don't have to remember you taking it.
Nope, I'm gonna put it in my pocket right here.
But no, the Joker
Safe life.
makes you realize that it's not, the world's not like the superheroes. That's the cool part about it.
You're not gonna fuck it up for me, are you?
No, I'm dude. The end.
Better Joker, Joaquin or Heath?
See, this is like the really hard thing with like comic book like portrayals.
Yeah.
Because the script has so much to do with.
Or I guess Jack Nicholson. He could be in there too.
Well, that's what I'm gonna get at. There's so much that can go down. What's the scenery around, and all three of them are just like perfect. They're perfect for the movie they're in.
Mm-hmm.
I almost think it's awful. Like I'm done doing the who's the best, because play the character right in the scenario and set you're given, or suck.
Yeah.
Like Jared Leto's not in that shit for me, but that's also has to do with a lot of his scenes getting cut, and I guess they were gonna really get their
expand on his character.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, also, he's coming back for the Justice League, though.
Oh, is he?
Yes, sir. So maybe he gets his chance.
There's a lot of shit going on.
I'm all, dude. I'm just all into it. But, yeah, I think they're all perfect Jokers, all three of them. For what
in my opinion, Heath changed the fucking game.
Oh, Heath changed the game.
If Joaquin is like, if he's half as good, if it hits me half as hard, I'll still be happy.
I'll put it this way: I'm not gonna spoil anything because I want to so badly.
Well, it's
okay. Ready?
It's my own fault for not watching this movie a year ago, like everybody else.
Yeah, Heath Ledger won an Academy Award for his portrayal.
Mm-hmm.
Best Supporting Actor.
Yes.
Joaquin won an Academy Award
Right.
for this movie.
Right.
Best actor.
Well, yeah, because he was the star.
It
was about him.
I don't know. I'm just doing accolades.
Originally,
this
it was
isn't.
well, okay. Well, you're apples and orangutans on that one, buddy.
You're totally
Because
right.
he
I
wasn't-
tried. If I'm gonna actually do this whole thing, Joaquin Phoenix is 10 times better than Heath Ledger.
Okay. Well, those are some fighting words. If you're wrong, buddy, we're gonna go at it next week.
You're gonna
in
hate
front of
society
everybody.
after you watch that movie. That's
Oh,
all
fuck.
I have to say.
I'm gonna hate society.
Yeah, dude.
But
Like
I
you're gonna
love
be like,
society.
what the?
Why would I want to hate society?
You're gonna be like, what? This is how people treat each other? Of course, this stuff
Oh,
happens.
I'm well aware of the bad things that happen in the world.
You want to know the coolest part about that? Last nerd knowledge here.
Okay.
You know who directed that?
Nope.
The guy that made The Hangover.
Really?
Todd Phillips.
Really?
Yeah.
So dude's got range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah, Todd Phillips. He was the director and writer for or one of the writers or producer, whatever.
Yeah.
He was behind the Hangover trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope he stops at 2 if he does Jokers.
There,
I hope he doesn't try to squeeze out a third because he's not good at third ones.
I actually like the third Hangover more than the second.
Really?
Yeah, the second one was kind of just like a redo.
Mm,
And the third one was like, oh shit, John Goodman's gonna cut someone's head off.
yeah, I've
You know?
so I've watched 3, I think once, maybe twice, because I always like to if I don't really love it, I give it a second chance. And then Hangover 2 probably 3 or 4 times, but Hangover
I watched
easily
that
20.
the other night.
Easily 20 times.
It's so good.
It really is.
Dude, it's revolutionary in film comedy. And it's one of the last great comedies of our time. Comedies kind of suck nowadays.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of recent stuff. Like I said, that's why I'm rewatching other stuff. Is just because I do have my new shows that I watch too. Don't get me wrong. There is new shit. The Good Doctor came out with some new episodes. That's a good one.
Whatever the fuck that.
You've never seen The Good Doctor?
No.
I think it's right up your alley.
What's
about-
the Good Doctor?
Well, he's autistic. So
Oh.
right there.
So
you can
right up
relate.
my alley.
Right there you can relate. But he overcame it to an extent and became a doctor, and it's all about his trials and tribulations. And it's a good watch.
Okay.
It's a good watch.
What's it on?
I don't know, Hulu.
Hulu?
ABC, I think. During
So
the
Hulu.
week. Yeah.
Alright.
Find it on Hulu. Check it out.
So do you think America's just pulling autistic right now with what's going on?
I would never use it as a derogatory term. No. But I honestly, after I figured out the election results, I just haven't really paid attention to much else. I know it's probably people are just being weird about it, and I just avoid it.
Dude,
I don't know.
I'll say this, man. I made a post the other day, and maybe it pissed people off. Maybe they assumed some things of me. Whatever. But watching everybody think they know how this process goes really makes me wish I never went to college for law.
Law, political law, or
Yeah.
law.
You have to know about how
Well,
everything goes
I'm
down.
sure you have to have the base knowledge before you specialize in a certain.
Yeah. And watching people get so upset and also just say things that's just I know that's how you wish it was. I know you do, but that's not how it is.
Right. You're not talking to me right now.
No, I'm talking to Toke.
Okay.
But no,
It'll never be the way you want it, Toke.
No, it could be the way you want it. We just have to do it the right way.
But what's the right way?
That's
the problem.
The Congress, the Senate.
Nobody can agree on the right way.
Well, and that's the issue that we all have is we think that we're one huge country like Russia.
That's how they want us to like feel, it seems like, yeah.
And we're not.
Not technically, no.
We're individual states, and the country itself is defending the rights that we believe in. And the states get to do whatever they want. Go to your state senator. Talk to your state congressman.
I'm a firm believer in like,
but
fix your shit around you, like what's close to you, and then worry about like all the national stuff. But I can't be getting bogged down with all this other stuff that's happening in other cities. Yes, I feel for everybody, and it sucks, and I don't know exactly why you're in that position or whatever is going on with your leadership. That sucks, but I want to keep like around here how I grew up around here. And I mean, that sounds like stupid. I understand progress.
No, they just think they're better than you.
Just the level of...
It's individual thinking is what is important. And letting that town do whatever the hell they want, if they're happy, who are you to be the dude that just passed through that was like, oh, they do this still? Well, I know better. Like, that's not cool.
Agreed. Yeah,
and that's how
be running around seeking out things they disagree with and shaming them for it. I mean, I don't know.
But I will say this, man.
Obviously, if they have certain feelings that they, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but...
Talking a little bit more about, like, the politics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people need to realize that just because the news said something does not make it true.
No.
First off, ballots are not done being counted.
Are you holding out hope?
No, I'm not holding out hope. I'm explaining how this process works.
Oh, yeah.
But people are just, I'm not holding out hope. I just don't think we should be dancing in the streets right now and like believing like somebody won when there's lawsuits that are going on.
Haven't most of those been dismissed?
No. They're full
I think a few of them
going. Dude, Pennsylvania, it's getting interesting, man. There's a lot.
Like I said, I haven't really been watching the news. So
I know.
I'm out of the loop.
I pay attention, you know.
I'm a happier person for it.
Maybe.
Ignorance is bliss.
Well, you're the one that wanted to
head
talk
in the
about
sand.
the politics.
I'm just telling everybody they should stop giving a fuck.
No, we should give a fuck because
No,
there's a lot we should give a fuck about because right now there's a lot of
give
angry...
less of a F about all the national stuff. Yes, of course it's important, but just work on what's around you and try to fix that. I don't know.
No, that's... Tell you? I agree with you there. I'm just telling people...
Spend so much time worrying about things that don't affect you when you could be working on things that do affect you.
With a lot of the lawsuits that I've seen going on, we should be very worried about what's going to happen.
In what way, James May?
There's talks of, with the evidence of what Trump's lawyers found in Pennsylvania.
Which is what? Fill me in, and other people who
postal workers changing dates. There's sworn testimony by one that says he witnessed employees changing dates on mail-in ballots to make them legal.
How would they not be legal? Because
they were postmarked after the date that was already said was okay.
How would they change the date?
It's the post office, man.
The post office changed the date?
Yeah, they have a post office employee.
So they scanned it. The post office scanned all of these ballots, found the ones that were for Biden on the day after.
No,
They were
no,
supposed
I
to
didn't
be
say
there.
that. I did not say for Biden.
Who are they for?
Don't know.
But they're changing the date, so it could affect nothing.
Maybe, but it's not the rules.
Well,
That's not the rules.
I get
That's
that.
cheating. That's just cheating. I don't care who those votes were for. Sucks to suck. We have these rules.
but isn't that just arguing semantics? I mean, that person
No.
still has feelings.
No, it does
The person
not.
still took the time to fill the ballot out, and life fucking happens.
Yeah, dude, sometimes life sucks.
But you're saying that person doesn't count because of a deadline.
Yeah, that's the rule. You don't get time to know how much you need to win. Like, I would be arguing this the same way if it was for Trump. Opposite.
I understand that.
Like, I don't care if any of those votes were for Trump or Biden or for Joe Jurgensen.
Which
They
they should have been.
Probably,
They probably all were.
right? That's the
Mhm.
Illuminati. But none of those votes count, man. We set rules. We don't change them in the ninth inning.
I know.
You don't get 5 strikes.
But every vote should count.
If you do it within the rules. Should I be able to go vote right now?
No, but
We set the
I
rules.
mean, I
for
guess
the
it would be
mail-in.
like, okay, so it had to be in the 3rd?
Yep.
And so are we talking about what day were they coming in? Like the 8th?
Every state set a day.
The 5th?
Every state, which we're individual states, which we get to set our own laws and learn from one another.
So this guy, he worked for the post office or the ballot counting place?
Post office.
And,
Witnessed co-workers
okay.
changing dates on mail-in ballots.
Okay. Good for them.
Good for them?
Sure.
Nah.
They're
I like to
doing
play by
their
the
part.
rules.
They're doing their part to let their fellow Americans' voices be heard. Good on them. I salute you.
So good. You realize it's cheating, correct?
It's not cheating. It's
How is it not?
Because it doesn't favor anybody.
Yes, it just no, man.
If you're doing it randomly and indiscriminately, all you're doing is letting people's voices be heard. That's
Should
my
I go
opinion.
snag my mail-in ballot because I wasn't willing to vote for any one of these
Did
candidates?
you vote for anybody?
No,
Well then, fuck you.
no, dude. I'm not
And
gonna
I
vote
meant that
against
one
anyone.
because
I'm
you
not
can
gonna.
vote.
I'm not gonna vote against anyone. I'll go write it in now.
well, that won't do any good. The deadline's passed. You can't prove. That's why I asked what day we're talking about. Because if it was in a window where they could not have mailed it in, like if it was just in the pile and it came in on the
Oh
floor
my god, you
at
did-
like
So I can't, but they
2
can.
a.m.
Even though
I'm saying leeway.
what? Okay, so you want leeway? You want gray area?
You can mail it in, and if one of the
That sounds
postal
like-
workers,
That
if
sounds
one
like
of the
gray
postal
area.
workers is nice enough to change the date to the 2nd and run it down to the pallet or the ballot counting place and be like, "I've just found this on the floor. Check it."
I
Like a
don't
Willy
like
Wonka
that.
ticket. Maybe what? He's
I
going the
don't
extra
like
mile
that.
for you.
I don't. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's going
So your voice can be heard, James May.
by cheating,
It's not cheating.
but he can do it after an hour. So what's the time frame then? Give me a time frame
No,
that's
I would
allowed.
say like anything that came in on the 4th. If
Anything
they
on the
changed it to the
4th?
3rd, if they changed it to the 3rd, yeah. They tried. But if something came in on the 6th or even the 5th, I'd be like, yeah, no, that's fucked up. But like a day, it's
Nope.
a gray area at least.
You know what?
At least it's a gray area.
You know what? I'll say this,
At
and
most,
I think
it's
we're
cheating.
going to agree to disagree on this one.
Of course. The old agree to disagree.
I just you're not going to change my mind. I'm not going to change yours. But I'll say, fuck. Toke started licking me.
No, please.
I think we set the rules. They need to be followed. And, yeah. Toke.
You can't win a revolution and not be revolutionary, James. All right, they're revolutionaries at the USPS. Changing the dates.
I just wanted to be done fair.
Revolution!
And no matter what is on those votes, you did not follow that. That's what I was going to say. I don't want a gray area in my election. I want it black and white, period.
The president's basically useless.
No, I don't believe that. Because,
kind of.
You know, I'm going to say this, and people get
he gets a lot of ratings on the news and this and that. But yeah, I mean, he has to make some tough decisions, this and that sometimes. But for the most part, I mean, they play golf most of the time.
You know, man, I'm really sorry, like, that's, like, what has been fed to you. But
it's just what I've noticed.
I'll tell you
it doesn't matter who's in office. Things are going to change the way they're going to change.
Like, I vote against prejudiceness, or, like, anybody that's prejudiced, things like that. I don't like...
I understand all that. I'm just saying, at the end of the day...
I gotta finish here. Donald Trump is bringing home people from Iraq.
Okay,
and that means a lot to me.
No, I hope that
that's not nothing. That's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
And you know what
I hope
Obama and Biden did?
I hope to God that Biden follows, like, doesn't change any of that. Like, all the good things that have happened under the Trump presidency, I hope that Biden continues with. I'm not saying all of his ideas were bad. I'm not saying nothing good happened. Lots of good things happened. But not enough good things happened for the American people, and that's just what it is.
I made the most money in my adult life in 2020 before COVID. 2019 and 2020.
Okay.
Before COVID. So I felt the good, personally. And, like, I'm not gonna shit on anybody. I just want people to be honest. But, dude, if we're gonna go back to Biden, guess what? My mom and my stepdad did another tour under their presidency.
Okay. And they didn't want to?
Fuck no, they didn't want to go back to the sandbox.
Or they didn't need to? Was it needed?
What, for oil?
Were any of those wars needed?
No. Bush too. That dude sucked. I'm mad at him.
Bush or Bush 2?
Both.
Right?
It's all Illuminati stuff. And we just put the Illuminati back in office. And that's what upsets me. Because it's like, what's going to change? He's just going to go back into the Middle East, try and get some trade deals, get that oil, get that money, because we know his son's working with China and Russia, but we all want to ignore that.
To what extent? What's his job title?
He's on the board of executives of energy companies.
And
what
does that mean, though? What does that mean?
It means they want access to his dad.
Okay.
And then emails.
But why was that important 3 years ago when he wasn't even running for president? Or how?
Because it all started when he was vice president.
Oh. So it all started when he was vice president.
Yeah. And the big guy in the emails was code for Joe Biden.
Maybe.
No.
You don't know.
Actually,
how do you know?
A Navy vet came out going under. Did you see how I didn't say the F word?
Yeah, I guess.
No, I almost did.
Okay.
Going under oath to expose what the Bidens are doing. Because he was tricked in it. And he's
what are they doing, though?
Basically taking money from foreign entities, millions of dollars, taking salaries to give throughout the family.
To do what?
To make it so that all American policies on foreign trade benefit that foreign country.
But why?
Money.
So he's just selling out our entire country for some oil money?
No. That's one of them. There's Russia, China. Like, Hunter Biden's been on boards of both of those countries, of energy boards.
Is he trying to switch them to clean energy?
No,
How do you know?
because China still has the biggest carbon.
China will fucking manufacture anything we tell them to. That's what China does. That's what they're there for.
I don't
If
like
we
it.
want to make big ass windmills and solar panels, we ship the schematics over and they make it. They don't care. They just want the money.
Guess what? There's a lot of Americans that would rather make it themselves and get paid too, instead of that Chinese
well, that's not gonna
person.
happen.
That Chinese
Nobody
citizen.
wants to spend the extra $3 on something
No,
because it's made in America. James, come
God
on.
damn it! You did not pay attention in economics class, did you?
I don't think I went. What's that about? Economics?
It's basically supply and demand.
Really?
And also, if people have the jobs
So
to
people,
be able
okay.
to buy stuff,
So
they will spend that extra money if it's better quality. But how quality is things from China if every person you literally installed suicide nets on the side of your corporations?
yeah, they work them good.
How good are they making things?
Good enough to be on the shelves. Good enough to buy.
I just want America. I don't want to say America first because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, James is a Trump supporter now." But like, I just love this country, man, and I don't want
We
to
all
see
do.
anybody else go back over to a war that's not needed. And I don't have faith Joe Biden will make that happen. He was vice president during both my parents' second tour over in the.
But weren't they just unlucky? I mean, it was like coincidence that, what was it, Bin Laden? Is that his name?
Bin Laden was 9/11. That was the reason of my
Okay.
the first one.
Okay.
And
So they walked into this war. I mean, the war
No.
was already going on.
yeah,
They were just continuing the war.
no, they launched new battleground positions within the Middle East,
To
And-
catch the bad guys.
which they funded ISIS, and then ISIS got so big, and dude, it's so messed up what they did.
Okay.
Like, they were funneling money into the Middle East to just continue it, and it comes back to the military industrial complex.
Was ISIS at one point trying to do good for their country?
Yeah.
And then
And now
and then they got a bunch of money and bad people saw the money, took
Our
it
money.
over. I get that. So we tried to fund a good bunch of dudes trying to do the right thing, and then once that money started coming in, the bad guy saw an opportunity, took over. So
they funded ISIS to
then we
fight
should just never give
Al-Qaeda
money to anybody because somebody might come and steal it, and then we're assholes for giving the good people money
and weapons.
and weapons.
The weapons is the most important part of this.
Well, if they're
Because-
trying to fight, they gotta have weapons, James. So
Be-
you're saying we can't give money or weapons to any other country because if bad people get it after we give it to good people, then we're the fucking assholes?
Yeah.
So we should just never help anybody else, just America only.
I'm not saying that exactly.
Well, you are kind of.
A little bit.
I'm not on board with it. I'm just asking if that's how
Kinda.
you feel.
Kinda. Like, I think there should be.
It's like let
that-
everybody just deal with their own stuff.
I don't like gray areas in my elections, but I'll give a gray area here. Okay.
Okay.
There should be some some great.
So we should forego all of this money that we get selling weapons to other people.
Yeah, I don't like that part of it.
We shouldn't give in weapons. We shouldn't sell weapons. The only weapons we manufacture should be for our military and our own personal use as Americans. America. So we should just lose out on that section of the economy.
Yeah.
How many Americans will lose their jobs then? There's like not that many weapons to build.
Actually,
Then what happens?
That's where it gets really interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, you ready? You ready? Well,
why don't they just use all that steel to build windmills?
All right. The reason that if we do it like that, where we're still continuing to build and innovate,
yeah,
all we're doing is taking money away from the executives
as people.
Because they already paid for those, right?
Yes.
They want better weapons after.
True.
Right? So they're going to still need people to build the better weapons next time.
I get that, yeah, innovation, and they're always going to have to build something new, but they're going to build it on a smaller scale. They're not going to have to build millions of them. They're going to have to build like thousands.
Well, they don't build. So how the military industrial complex works is we're not making new stuff for other countries. We're making it for us.
I get that. And we're selling them
and then
surplus.
When we get the new stuff,
what you're saying is that we don't sell them our surplus, we just destroy it or recycle it.
Yes.
I'm down with that. Let them figure out their own crap. Let them build their own guns and
dude, as long as you don't got a nuke, I don't give a...
Maybe if they build up their industries large enough to build weapons, that they would have like more money, and then they wouldn't hate each other so much.
I'll take this libertarian factor on this like real quick. Like I don't get... I could care less about your country unless you have a nuke.
Unless you have a nuke. So unless I have a reason to be scared of you, I don't care about you?
Yeah. That's where I'm at. Because America has been going down. I said America.
Is that just about for everybody, though? It's like...
I'm just tired of being the nanny. I feel like our country became the nanny of the world.
To make money.
Yeah, but it doesn't help any of us.
Duh.
I want to help you and me.
I do, too.
And I don't think... I don't know, going back to and knowing what happened during the Obama administration, I do not have faith that Biden won't take us right back there.
Trying to give money and or guns to good people trying to fight the bad people?
And then becoming bad people.
But how can he stop that?
By just taking it all out. Let's get out of the Middle East, man.
Well, I'm down with that.
Like, that's what we're doing.
That's kind of
right
what
now,
I've been saying
currently.
is like let them figure it out themselves.
Yeah, no, but Biden was part of the Obama administration that launched new wars in
the Illuminati administration.
Yeah, dude.
They weren't in control.
Actually, that's a better way to put it. The Illuminati administration since JFK got shot.
We're back to JFK. That was the start of the Illuminati?
Administration.
Okay.
Since everybody that has been
JFK
president
was so revolutionary, they just decided, boom, we need an Illuminati to stop this guy.
LBJ was
just
in
go
there.
ahead and take over the rest of the country in the next 50 to 60 years.
LBJ is universally known for saying the N-word about, like, we don't need to appease them, they'll just vote for us anyways.
That's bad of him to say.
And that's the dude that took over.
He shouldn't have said that.
He took over after JFK.
JFK ever say the N-word?
Probably.
It was the time.
It's a word, man. Like,
no.
I don't like it or anything, but it's a word. I'm not going to judge anybody unless you're like using it like super hatefully.
It's like context, yeah.
Like
It's
I
definitely
don't, but I
context.
don't have any feeling like people feel the same way about that stuff, but it's just hard when we like start to get into words, and it's like, okay, well, yo, is spick bad?
Yeah, I think so.
Or like cholo, like.
I don't know. I think that's one of those other ones that we can't say.
But then I'm really, I guess, ignorant to the feeling
Right.
of that word because I'm part Mexican and Native American.
Which one?
What?
Which word?
I'm not gonna. The N word. I can't understand.
The N word for cholos?
No, I can't understand.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I can't understand. Like the feeling they get. It's such a different feeling than any other, like, derogatory slur toward.
Mm-hmm.
Because if somebody called me a spick, I'd just be like,
Right.
but like that's just not how it works with that one.
Well, if
And
you're in a
is that like
heated
the
argument
one
or
word?
something, it's like it's degrading though. If you're somebody talking like behind your back, like that spick James May doesn't do anything right or something like that along those lines, that would have a different feeling towards you, I bet.
Yeah.
Because it's like not only do you suck at whatever they're talking about, which you probably do,
Oh, I always.
but
suck.
they bring race into it, and that's just over the top.
Yeah, I go out of my way just to like I don't want anybody to feel that way, things like that, or
Totally.
I go out of my way just not to like even mess with anything like that.
You're like an empath. You know what that means? It
Maybe
means you're empathetic.
a little bit. Might be
too.
the DMT.
Me too.
The DMT really boosted that one for me.
I've got high empathy factors.
So, but I think that's good ending to this. We're both like empathetics.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
do
lot
it.
of caring in this world, guys. Like, come on.
Exactly. Just because we talk through some shit and like I try to make James lose
Awkward.
his fucking mind, doesn't mean that. Yeah.
We can-
Exactly.
We can all get along, and I think the world would be better if we just like not try and change a mind every conversation. What do you think, Stace?
I think people should just, don't try so hard. Just work on yourself and do the right things and be a good like role model for other people in your life. Because once people start doing good things, you want to do good things too. There's that competition.
You know what?
You just gotta align yourself with the right people, good people, not fuck ups.
I got this.
Okay, James got it. Let's
Just
do
be
it.
a superhero, man.
Be a superhero.
Just want to be a super. Just try and be a superhero.
And if you don't know what that means, then
Read some
there's
comics.
plenty of books on them. They've got lots of pictures, and there's also movie versions
That
probably,
you will be watching.
probably have nothing to do with the book versions other than the basic
No,
concept.
the Marvel does a really good job on it, actually. But go to NorthSpokaneApothecary.com.
Go
Get
get
your dog some bacon-flavored CBD and
Put
use
it
that
on their food. Watch them walk around all nice and happy like.
and use the promo code SpreadEagle for 20% off, guys. Thanks for joining us this time
And
on
don't
Childish Thoughts.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, comment. I haven't seen a single comment. I don't know if we get likes either. Help us out with that, just for my own good. Just one person. Like if you go on there and you want to be the one person, and there's already one person, you don't bother. But one person. All right. Later.